Be careful. Unless you're brave, there's no way you can handle these scary videos. Number 10. Matthew from the YouTube channel The Guys with Cars is exploring an infamously creepy abandoned building located in Layton, Utah with a couple of his friends. Throughout the exploration, they are not able to find a whole lot except for broken down walls spray painted with graffiti and some Tupperware food containers located in the kitchen area. But it's here where Matthew and his friends surely got the scare of their lifetime. As it turns out, this house is definitely not abandoned after all, as a terrifying man enters the kitchen wielding a long metal rod.
Oh, hello there. Hi. Okay. That's awkward.
Which he seemingly is not afraid to use. As soon as the man enters, Matthew and his friends race out of the building as fast as they possibly can before anything serious can be done to them. Matthew has posted since this video, so it seems like him and his friends made it out, but if they were not fast enough, who knows what terrible things the man could have done to them. Number 9. A Reddit user named Remoulade2 shared the following video, which seems to depict something strange happening outside, captured on security camera. The uploader provided some background information stating, "I've been arguing with my brother about what this thing is, and we can't really come to a conclusion, so without further delay, let's have a look and see for ourselves." The uploader insists that this is nobody he or his brother knows, and says that their house is located remotely, and clarifies that the figure had just walked out of an enormous field and stumbled onto their property, which is what we just saw. Upon going out to investigate later on, the uploader and his brother were only able to find 2 black leaves that looked odd, but aside from that, they couldn't find anything of significance as to information on what this figure is or what it was doing. He even suggests that it might be an orc, although some people in the comments think it might either be a human or some sort of ghost. Either way, it's definitely something you wouldn't want to see stumbling onto your property late at night. Number 8. Over on My Chills Narrator subreddit, a user shared a video that was filmed during the late hours somewhere in northern Oklahoma. The uploader presumably saw something that piqued his curiosity and proceeded to go outside and film the strange phenomenon. To say that it is weird and fascinating would be an understatement.
Look at these lights all shooting up into the sky. There's like 15 of them, 24 of them maybe, and they're just shooting up and up and up, and they keep going. There's more and more and more.
This strange light formation in the sky looks like something ripped straight out of a creepy sci-fi movie. There is just something about the way these lights point straight to the sky that will surely evoke chills on your arms. I can't even imagine how creepy but also breathtaking this must have been to look up at close and in person, as terrifying as it may be. Some people in the comments have suggested that this formation may have just been the SpaceX satellites, but even if that is the case, it still doesn't make it any less creepy of a sight to see. Number 7. An Arabic YouTuber known as Adventures Between Monsters is known online for making highly creepy exploration-style videos, where he often finds fascinating but chilling landmarks to explore in his local area. In one video published on his channel just a few months ago, Adventures is exploring a grassy area outdoors, which seems to be pretty desolate and empty, but that all changes when he nears the end of his search.
Hey, wallah, hey, hey. Assalamu alaikum.
Instead of running away in horror like most people would probably do, Adventures simply continues to shine his light and video camera up towards the mysterious figure. He probably was terrified but didn't want to show it in case the figure used that fear to its advantage. What's interesting though is that this figure doesn't seem to mind being videotaped at all, and it simply watches the YouTuber film as if it's no big deal. Even still, he is lucky that the stranger didn't have more sinister motives in mind. Number 6. A YouTuber known as Dead Drop is best known to his subscribers for frequently uploading videos which usually depict him exploring various abandoned buildings throughout the world, investigating creepy or haunted places, and also makes the occasional parkour video as well. However, usually in his urban exploration videos, nothing goes wrong. Dead Drop simply explores the area, which are usually quite creepy, but aside from the appearance of the building, nothing terribly scary happens. But the same cannot be said for one video he made in April of 2019, where he scales a couple of rooftops in the town. Everything seems to be going quite well until this happens. This is without a doubt a classic example of just how scary certain strangers can be. Dead Drop getting confronted with the baton, and just the whole situation in general seems like it would fit in perfectly on an episode of the hit series The Sopranos. What makes this scary video extra freaky is that the owner actually can be heard telling Dead Drop to go inside his building, but he is smart enough to refuse. Who knows what could have happened if he gave in to the pressure and ended up walking inside the building. Luckily, we don't know the answer to that, but it probably wouldn't be good. Number 5. Tyler Rowe is an overnight staff employee at the popular grocery store chain Kroger. For Tyler, his duties include things such as stocking shelves for the next morning and doing quick cleanups when necessary. However simple and traditional Tyler's job sounds, the particular Kroger location that he works at is far from ordinary. He says that exactly 9:02 p.m. every single night, this happens.
Freezers better not rest. Here it comes.
I can imagine that at first, this probably scared the daylights out of Tyler and his fellow employees, but since it happens every single night at their store, they are probably so used to it now that it doesn't faze them whatsoever. Nevertheless, this is obviously not normal for a freezer door to firstly be making those banging noises, and second, open all by itself without anyone else inside. It doesn't seem as if Tyler has brought this up to his store manager either, but he should definitely look into this matter further. Who knows? Maybe some sort of spirit has been trapped inside the door for a while now and is banging on the door to get out. Number 4. A nursing home is supposed to be a welcoming environment to any senior citizen who is too old to take care of themselves, and they are usually always busy with plenty of people paying visits to their elderly loved ones. Although not inherently creepy of a place, nursing homes can still be populated with freaky activity, as this video seems to suggest. In the video, one of the employees is reviewing the security camera footage and notices something quite startling that he simply cannot explain.
And then, yeah, it's capturing it. Boom. And then show it move.
The video camera footage that was recorded in the nursing home seems to have been a little glitchy, so perhaps it's possible that this cane appeared to disappear because there was a glitch in the recording, possibly allowing somebody to pick it up, which the camera didn't record. But there's also a possibility that something more creepy and paranormal in nature is going on here. If so, it just goes to show that spirits can be lurking anywhere without us even knowing. Number 3. Syntax77 is a popular YouTuber whose channel primarily focuses on hiking, backpacking, camping, gear, and road trip style videos, and he has garnered a reputation for creating highly relaxing and easygoing content. In other words, Syntax's channel is not at all known for containing any sort of creepy or unsettling videos. However, there is one exception to that rule. In one video published in June of 2019, Syntax seemingly uploaded a standard video that you'd expect to see on his channel. In it, he goes hammock camping on an abandoned mountain farm and documents his findings and the overall experience of being there. At nighttime, he settles down for some dinner, but it's during this time that something terrifying happens. Although it may have been a bit hard to hear because of how distant it was, if you listen very carefully, you can make out what appears to be some sort of strange growling noise, followed by the same mysterious voice saying what sounds like, "Be quiet, stay silent."
It's calm, peaceful, a little breeze through the treetops, but nothing too bad yet.
It does not seem as though Syntax noticed this voice while eating his dinner, and he was able to leave the following morning unharmed, but it definitely makes you wonder what could have possibly been out there that wanted him to leave and stay silent so desperately.
But nothing.
Number 2. Project Amber is a YouTube channel that a lot of people actually regard as being quite fun and wholesome to watch. It's absolutely not a paranormal related channel whatsoever, and instead focuses on the channel owner named CJ and his dog Lance as they travel around in an ambulance converted into a trailer. CJ's channel is loaded with tons of videos relating to his various travel related adventures throughout Europe, and they are all fun and relaxing to watch, except for one chilling video that sticks out like a sore thumb compared to the other content on his channel. In the video, CJ is documenting his day for the camera, which seems to be going quite well in ordinary. He says that his camper fridge needs to be fixed and he's about to start working on it, when his dog Lance begins to stare off into the distance, which causes CJ to be a little bit skeptical and confused.
What are you looking at? You keep freaking me out, dog. There's no one over there.
Even though CJ does not see anything or anybody, he begins to have a look around the area anyway. He says that there is an old well near where he is parked that reminds him of the well depicted in the movie The Ring, which is why he doesn't want to get close to it. But nevertheless, CJ goes to bed, but the next evening he finally sees something creepy. Perhaps it's the same thing that his dog Lance saw the day before. It is probably safe to assume that the woman in white robes is the person that Lance was staring at, but luckily for Lance and his owner CJ, it doesn't appear as if this woman is looking to harm either one of them. Even still, I would not want to stick around for too much longer, and it seems CJ does not want to either. What's also fascinating is how CJ says the old well near his trailer reminds him of The Ring, because the woman that can be seen walking through the forest strikes an uncanny resemblance to the girl in the film. It's just a good thing that unlike the girl in The Ring, this stranger is seemingly not out for their lives. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. As you probably already know by now, security cameras oftentimes capture some of the creepiest yet unexplainable events, and sometimes these incidents can be so terrifying that when the homeowners and business goers go ahead and review the video footage from the previous night, they are left with nothing else but pure shock and awe when they see what was filmed. If somebody strange walked by your house and you didn't know who they were and what they wanted, you could just zoom in on their face to make out the stranger's appearance. But unfortunately for this homeowner, the figure's face is nearly impossible to make out, but it's clear that this person is freaking the homeowner out. The person in question certainly looks relatively tall and almost like they are in some sort of costume. Their bizarre appearance walking by the homeowner's house made him feel extremely uncomfortable, and in the description of the upload, he states that he thinks it might be some sort of a scary witch or even a clown. He then goes on to explain how unsettling it was for him to see this footage and describes the situation as being straight out of a horror movie. Seeing as how this video is 3 years old, it's probably safe to assume that this stranger person did not bother the homeowner again. At least we can only hope. Have you ever been 10% creeped out? How about 100%? Well, hold on to your bootstraps because you're about to be 1000% creeped out after watching these top 10 scary videos.